Jim, everyone. Welcome back to another DC crypto episode. It's good to be back. Sorry, I'm just, I'm always tweeting, so just sorting out my tweets.
I bet
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Anyways, market is absolutely horrific right now. We've absolutely just capitulated down to $100,000. The first time we've hit 100K since May this year, guys, which is, I don't know, like
6 figs.
And guess who called for it?
Guess who was gagging for it?
Guess who wanted it? Guess who is a macro down only specialist?
Oh, wow. Wow.
But anyways, it's good to obviously be back, guys. We're live here every day. It's 6 p.m. We do know, we're changing. We're aware it is a 6 p.m. EST. So, guys, we're changing the graphics. Just be patient with us. But GM to everyone here in Australia at 9 a.m. in Australia, Brisbane time as well. All the time zones are changing at the moment, so it's really annoying. But hey, don't put that on my YouTube, Craig. Get that off the YouTube. Come on. Anyways, GM to you, Craig, and good evening to you, Eli. Great to have you back on the show, mate. How you going?
Eli, you go, brother. You shoot. I'll just do my title.
Yeah, I'm doing B. He's gonna say Bitcoin something. Bear hunter. I'm doing good. And when I say good, I mean absolutely terrible. But I'm putting on a happy face. Showing up. Yeah, I just got over having. I was really down bad sick. I'm still taking my antibiotics, which, unfortunately, but not a better time to focus on creating content than ever before, right? So, I'm here and I'm ready to lock in. How you doing, Craig?
Yeah, dude, I'm good. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. GG. Hello, Eli. Hello, Greeny. Yeah, I'm good, man. Woke up to go to the toilet and check the price of Bitcoin. It was 99. I was like, oh, man. Just before we stream, I was like, fuck, every time, man. But look, we're here. I guess I've been begging for Bitcoin to show its hand. So I guess I can't be upset about it showing its hand. It may not be the hand I wanted to see, but also I guess 98, 99, Greeny, you and I have been kind of saying that's the level we're watching for a while. And unfortunately, we got to see it today. So here we are. It's definitely it's always a harder day to turn up, I think, in some ways on days where it goes down. It's a little bit easier energy-wise when it's going up. But these are the days where it's important, I think, to turn up, speak to the people, and help guide people as much as we can. That's what we're here to do: entertain and educate, hopefully as well. So hopefully we can settle some nerves today, look at some opportunities, and probably hopefully have a good time as well. And put a smile on and kiss some babies and make people smile and all that stuff. So,
I mean, there's a lot to chat about today. I mean, there's so much happening. Like, there is really a lot happening around the world and of crypto. So we will get stuck in. And yeah, I mean, it'll probably be all the main topics we usually talk about. Some just get he's back. He just wanted the right side. Okay, I see how. I mean,
I thought you guys disconnected.
No, I'm happy to be in the middle. That's fine by me. Okay. But yeah, guys, obviously, lots to talk about today. NFTs, crypto in general. Bitcoin, is a bull cycle over? The death cross. I did a video on YouTube yesterday about that and how important that is, and that hasn't flashed. It hasn't flashed yet, but inevitably it looks like it'll flash probably at the end of November, which is a concern because based on history, it does hit 100% of the time. That it does mean that the previous high before it is the bull cycle top. As well. So do be aware of those sorts of stats. We'll talk about that as we kind of have over the past couple of episodes. But obviously, before we dive in, let's talk about our channel partners. So massive shout out to OKX. Obviously, if you're keen to sign up down below, guys. But you get if you trade $1,000 of volume on the platform, you get $75 for free. But again, it is the safest platform. I've been using it now consistently for months. I'm earning protocols. I'm trading on there. I'm also holding some spot on there as well. They do have self-managed super funds on there as well, which is a big thing in Australia these days as well. So if you're keen to check it out, the link is in the description and you can sign up straight away. If you have more, if you're someone that has a little bit more cash in your pocket and you want to add that to OKX, send us a DM and we can sort you out with some extra perks as well. And then secondly, guys, we have obviously Yeet. Massive shout out to them. We've slowed down. We hit like 41K like literally on Monday, Greg, and we have only hit like a couple more $1,000 of volume. We were worried because we were going to have to give away all of our own cash on Friday this week, but it looks like we're not going to hit it. So that's fine by me. Hey, it's fine by me. But I mean, everyone's gone through a bit of a capitulation event. So I'm sure everyone's kind of holding their cards a little bit closer to their chest at the moment. But guys, massive 44K volume still this week, which is great. Again, we're giving away $1,000 every week. It is now a monthly tournament, as you can see on the top. So we will obviously do some special things towards the end of the month as well. But do, if you can sign up, it's in the description on YouTube. It's in the description also on Kick. It's in our tab on, well, it's in our link tree on Twitter as well. If you're watching on Twitter, I have turned Twitter back on today, Craig. I have turned Twitter back on.
I just saw, actually, I did see, I saw my big head on there, and I was thinking,
look, like ideally everyone comes to Kick eventually, but it's we'll keep hitting Twitter for now.
You capitulated on it.
Oh, not really. I just think it's I don't know. It works well for people. It's fine. People can come to Kick as well. The people who engage on Kick though will be the ones that do obviously go into the giveaways that are random throughout the week. So I did say maybe today, if we have enough viewers over on Kick, then potentially could do a cash giveaway. GTG members are about to get a cash giveaway thanks to Yeet, and then obviously we'll do some others throughout the week as well. Craig, anything you want to add to any of that?
No, man. No, that sounded beautiful, Greeny. Well done. I like your intro. No, that was fantastic. Nothing to add apart from, at least I don't have to let the moths fly out of my wallet when I open it, when I pry it open. So, yeah.
Well, we've got 2 new followers already in the last half an hour, so that's great to see. Don't take my Googie and Cal Guerrara 7. Welcome to the channel. Thank you.
Don't take my Googie.
All right, well, let's start where we all want to start, the BTC dump. We hit 100 and 1,000, no, 90. We actually hit 98, I think. Hold on, let's have a look.
Did we?
We hit 98 overnight, Craig. Now, I'll disclose, I did buy some Bitcoin this morning. I woke up, Craig, kind of like you, and you mentioned this to us before, but I woke up, my dog was super loud at 3 o'clock. He barked.
Now he's howling.
Yeah, I turned over, looked at the chart, looked at the prices. I saw Bitcoin was at 100K. I was like, oh shit, let's go. Because I'm a macro down only specialist. And that really tickled my fancy. So I woke up and then I didn't go back to sleep since about 3 a.m. So I had a shocking sleep last night because I was just, I don't know, I was engaged on Twitter. I was excited. Yeah, I was like, oh yes, like I've been waiting for this for a while. I had my KBM bet on Myriad hit. I had a short hit. I had my bags ready to buy. I had some DCA buys already hit on 98K and 100K on my centralized exchange. I then went and bought another bit of Bitcoin this morning. And a lot of people are like, oh, Greeny, like, why are you buying here? Like, why not try and catch it lower? Well, my thinking is, right, a lot of people buy the top. I don't like to buy tops. I like to buy pullbacks. And if we do take a look, this is only the 5th pullback on the week that we've ever really had this cycle. I mean, you could say 1 here, maybe a small one there, but 2, 3, 4, and 5th pullback. This whole cycle in the past 3 years, let's say 2.5 years. So I was like, you know what? I'm happy to accumulate here. Sure, I do think we could go lower. We could go back to 80K. We could go all the way and trade back to 54K in a bear market. Who knows? But at least I'm buying here 26% off the top and not top buying, or 21% off the top, not top buying at 125K like a lot of people do on the timeline. So that was my thinking. What about you boys? Are you interested in Bitcoin around these levels? Talk to us a little bit about your strategies.
Well, I have a question. So you put in 20K into Bitcoin, and obviously, like, you're not treating it like you're buying a falling knife. You're just tapping a little bit. But my question more is the 20K, like, is that a specific percent that you're willing to allocate from your over? Are you like, oh, I'm going to allocate 2% of my port to Bitcoin? Like, or are you just saying, like, you know what, I just feel like 20K is a good amount that I want to put in?
Yeah,
like, do you have a percent strategy, or it's more of a feeling of how much you feel like you're willing to risk at this level?
Great question. I'm saying $25 a day. I might actually increase that to $50 a day now that price is back at 100K. That's the first thing. The second thing was, well, I wanted to buy a specific amount of Bitcoin. So it was that rather than an amount, like a percent of your port. Yeah, correct. Okay. 2 ways I'm treating this, and I did outline this in GTG as well, because I know people on Twitter are like, hey, I want to talk about this, Greeny. I'm like, no, get in GTG. I'm not going to talk about this publicly. But I basically was like, it's 2 ways I'll treat this trade. It's either one, we get a pump into the end of this year or into 26, and that'll be a swing trade on the bags here from 100K. Even if it goes to like 115K, 120K, that's still a nice, I don't know, like a nice percentage move from these levels. Like that's a 14, 15% move. And a lot of people are like, well, hold on, that's not a lot of money. Well, I'm like, yeah, but it's a safe trade that I'm happy to do in the short term if it happens. But if we don't get that swing trade because the top's in, then potentially what I'd be looking at is obviously just holding this for many years to come. And I'm happy with that. I'm like, got a quarter of a Bitcoin there. I'm happy with that now. I'll continue to DCA every day. I kind of like that as well. Yeah, I mean, I won shout out to Grace who won their prediction on Myriad Markets as well. So did I. So shout out to KBM for putting that market up. I mean, the reason I took that trade is because I saw Bitcoin going, it was more likely that Bitcoin was going to trade to 100K than it was to go back to over 120K. It was just a pure probability thing based on all the indicators.
And you didn't need it to hit that number, right? You can close at any time.
You can swing trade it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I have swing trade a couple, and we'll talk about Myriad because I think all three of us are definitely interested in it and have been partaking somewhat on there. And I think it's definitely, it's definitely a market I've been enjoying trading. But Craig, did you buy some Bitcoin this morning? Talk to us a little bit about that.
I haven't yet, but I'm looking to. Yeah, I'm definitely looking to, especially at that 100K mark. I actually didn't have a buy set up on OKX, which is a bit annoying for the 99, but it's kind of, I don't really mind. Like, look, 99, 101.
Yeah, does it really even matter? No.
Okay, it's
not really.
But admittedly, I do kind of get a sick satisfaction out of getting the bottom.
Getting under 100K.
Yeah.
Hey, well, look, you might be able to get under 90K. That'd be sick too, right?
Hey, if I wait a few weeks, I could get 88. So
hey, you might be back at 50K in about 2 months, Craig. We'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see.
I'm not going to buy Bitcoin here. I'm not going to lie. But if Bitcoin somehow does end up going to like 60K, I feel like I have to take a loan out or do everything I can. Right? Like at this point,
you sound like Michael Saylor, mate.
I mean, maybe. But at this point, it's kind of like I already have so much market exposure that it does. Like if we bounce back, I'm just up on all my things most likely, where it doesn't really make sense to add more risk at this level at least. But yeah, man, dude, The KBM thing I thought was interesting because how much money did they put up, like personally? I
don't know, 100 or 200, I think, something like that.
Yeah, in the Myriad market, how much liquidity did that have?
I don't know. It's close, so I can't check.
Was it like massive? Oh, okay.
I can't check. I would assume maybe 50K. I mean, a lot of people jumped on late. Like a lot of people put in like $1,000 late to, or like I think someone put in like 50 grand to just win 10 grand or 9 grand right at the end before
free money. That's free money.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
BTC was dumping. They're like, oh yeah, shit, I'll add this to the market, get 9 grand for free. Bang.
Yeah.
That. So,
is that like, have you just started? You just started playing in Myriad, or you've been doing it for a while?
I've been doing Myriad for months.
What about you, Craig?
Yeah, since I got on Abstract.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed the preseason. Well, we both probably missed preseason, but we both hit season 1, and we're obviously in season 2 now.
Well, I've noticed heaps of people must be playing it now because I was like rank 1,900 and now I've just got smoked. I'm like 5,000 now. I'm like, fuck.
It's grown significantly. I'm curious because now they've opened it up to Binance. Yeah. And their whole they're like, oh, you know what? Like Asia obviously like has a big crypto market, but they don't have a large prediction market. So I'm curious on how those numbers actually have been. Have they seen like an increase of Asian users or not really? But I'm about to start my Myriad arc. I think I'm going to like deposit $1,000 and then just see where I can get from there. I don't know. Just have like a challenge to myself because prediction markets, the market doesn't actually matter, right? Like it's not like, okay, well, everything's down only. Prediction markets are cooked now. Like it doesn't really impact that. So then I'll have something to play in the middle and maybe make content out of it.
Yeah, well, you can also farm the Zeet as well leaderboard. So I'm 8th on there, and I think you get 1 billion points, which will be, distributed. I don't know, between the top 100 or top 500.
Well, on top of that, the thing they have with Zeet, you have to, if you participate actually on Myriad, you get like a bonus as well.
Oh, which I think hopefully mine is.
Yeah, which I think is like I think Zeet doing that is a great thing because it's I'm not gonna say it separates, but it's a nice bonus. It helps people who actually partake in it and don't just talk about it to talk about it. So
hold on, how come there's only one dude on here that has the 1.5x bonus right now? Tim, is he?
That's for Myriad.
Yeah, it's for Myriad.
I don't remember ever seeing the multiplier. That might be a visual bug because if you look to the right,
it looks like
you'll see the bonus numbers. Like they have a bonus section right in between Zeets and noise.
Yeah. 15. Oh, I've got 15 bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so that shows you maybe who's actually trading on there. So Walls is on there.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, yeah. Chez's is on there. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, that's nice. I mean, yeah, that's cool to see that people are actually using it or not. So there you go. There's the validity of it, I suppose, as well. So that's cool. I mean, massive fan of Zeet, to be honest, and I do want to talk about that later in today's episode. What about the death cross? Does this concern you, Craig, specifically as a BTC maxi? For those maybe watching in the crowd, what this actually depicts is the monthly MACD, and anytime these moving averages cross over, where the orange crosses over the blue, historically all the way back to 2013 as well. It does happen way back in the 2014 market as well. But anytime that does cross, the previous high before was the all-time high. So as you can see, we hasn't quite crossed yet, and unless we like get a really bullish like pump back towards like 120k, it's probably going to cross at the end of November. It doesn't necessarily mean that we can't trade back towards 120, but it does 100% have a hit rate of only 4 iterations, obviously, that the previous high, so 126, was the all-time high of that cycle.
Does it concern me?
Yes.
I didn't know enough about it for it to concern me, but now it does, now that you've explained it. So you've given me something else to be worried about, Greeny. So thank you for that. Man, I don't know. Sometimes I feel, I mean, I was going to say, sometimes I hear about these death crosses all the time. And I feel, are there other death crosses that I hear about that don't come to fruition?
Well, in theory, there's weekly, like the lower you go down, the more crosses there's going to be, right? That's why this is a high time frame, literally only has one cross per cycle. It usually indicates, as you can see down here, indicates when the bottom is close as well. So you could have got Bitcoin at about 25k when it crossed over here. You could have bought it way back here at Bitcoin at about 10k the cycle before. So in theory, it does have a nice record of showing the macro trend. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got a good hit rate, then yeah, that is concerning, really. I just don't know enough about it to comment other than what you've told me. I try, although that's data, I always thought of it, that death cross is a little bit of wives' tales, but maybe, I mean, if it's hitting time after, 4 on the high time frame, then I can't really argue with it, can I? As much as I want to, I don't think I can.
Very, very valid, very valid. But it's just something to keep in the back of your minds, guys. These sort of things are flashing.
It's a horrible name.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, YouTube also didn't like it, so I had to change a few things. So I didn't think it did well in the algo, unfortunately. But anyway, the other few things, like there's not a lot of top signals really flashing at this moment in time, but there are certain things of just exhaustion of just the amount of time we've spent so high at sort of RSI, at stochastic, all these sorts of things. So it's an interesting time in the market. Now, Ethereum actually took out its weekly FVG overnight as well, way down at $3,000. For me, this is very bearish. One, you've got a multi-year swing failure pattern. You then couldn't hold the previous range here of the highs that we've kind of rejected from. Like that would have been really bullish. We tried and tried and tried. Old mate, what's his name? Who was buying a shit ton of Ethereum?
Tom Lee.
Yeah, Tom Lee. He tried and tried and tried, but yeah, sure enough, he doesn't have all the money in the world to keep buying, right? So naturally, FVG here on the weekly has been hit. Love to see it. TA working out yet again. But the big level for me is ETH has to hold 2.9k. If it doesn't hold 2.9k, I'm sorry, but it does not look good. We could come down and test this and bounce and then probably reject as well, and that would actually be quite bearish as well. But yeah, there's a lot happening in the markets right now. So boys, like, are you preferencing one or the other? If you didn't have it, so if you weren't exposed, what would you be looking at one way or another here? GM Tig.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so heavily exposed to Ethereum at this point. Thanks Abstract, thanks Pudgy Penguins, thanks Moonbirds.
Yeah.
But I don't really hold anything outside of that. I don't really hold. I don't hold I guess I do hold some Ethereum, but most of my assets are on Ethereum, so it's like a leveraged bet on it. I don't know. I'm actually curious about the whole Tom Lee thing because I wonder how much money he has to keep deploying into Ethereum. And then his quant keeps telling him that we're going higher. So I don't know. Maybe they know shit that we don't. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not even going to act like I know. I just would like, I mean, here's my only issue. is that I really feel like Ethereum kind of never had its moment. I feel like out of we were starting to get hot, we were starting to cook, but the problem is like NFTs never had their actual cycle. Utility on ETH mainnet never happened. So I'm assuming the only thing that really on ETH mainnet we can look forward to is like a strategy thing, like MicroStrategy with Tom Lee, or possibly like stables with banks. But it seems like stables, like banks and institutions, are starting to either create their own chains or work with L2s to create their own stuff. So I don't really know what Ethereum mainnet has going for itself.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Like, and a lot of people are like, oh, we're going to get an altcoin season, we're going to get an NFT season, we're going to get an ETH DeFi season. Well, maybe not. Like, cycles change. Not even like all capital in terms of investors and traders, they mature in themselves. They start to see through the BS hype, the BS speculation. They only start to dabble in things that they know. All these sorts of things are really coming out this cycle compared to what we saw in the past. I mean, this trend here is still holding for me. Like, I don't mind this chart. Like, it actually doesn't look too bad. So it's the main reason I haven't sold my Pudgy Penguin is because, one, I believe there should be catalysts still ahead, and I don't mind that as an Ethereum hedge. Two, it's this chart here. I do think that this is holding decently. If it starts to lose the 786, yeah, maybe not. But three, obviously, yeah, believe in what Luca has achieved in the past and his ability to probably execute again in the future is probably the thesis that I'm having. And I'm only slightly underwater now. Like, I mean, we'll talk about NFTs, don't get me wrong. The value is 18.1 and my entry was 21K. So I'm like what's that? 3K out of 21, seven out of 100. I can't do math. Like, I'm down 12%, something like that, right? So nothing to be worried about at this stage. And I do think we'll talk about NFTs, but I do think I would like to. I am a buyer of NFTs at certain prices, and Eli and I were kind of talking about that at the start before we went live. So we'll talk about that shortly. But let's stick to majors for now.
Mitch on my chat said, doesn't make sense to be bearish with QT ending, rates coming down, more liquidity than ever, and potential 5-year cycle theory. But then again, he said never underestimate how wrong you can be.
Yeah, well, can I just reiterate the point of Raul Paul saying that this is one of the most bullish charts in the fucking world for crypto? Shut up, man. Shut up. No, okay, liquidity is a different conversation. I agree with that. Quantitative easing, yes. Rates coming down, yes, but that takes so long to translate into actual prices going up. But be realistic and look at TA and look at actually chart structures and what prices do. I mean, like, look at this, for example, right? Look how long we have spent up in RSI history. We have been up here since December 2023. Look at the previous cycles. We were up here for barely a year. We're up here for a year. We were up here for a couple of months. This is a concern, right? Like, these are the things that, like, price gives you everything you need to know. Don't get me wrong. I do think there's bullish catalysts. That's why I bought Bitcoin. That's why I still would like to buy some maybe NFTs and stuff as well. But I don't know. I just have some, people out there, a lot of people on Twitter grow because they only post up-only content. And it's so sad. It is so sad.
You think so? I mean,
100%.
Maybe people but people grow with that, but people get more engagement with bear
100%.
Posting and baiting. And
to an extent, but then if it's like, if people, I mean, you should see my numbers. Sure, it could be bots, who knows? But like, just in the past week, my growth has absolutely stagnated because I was real and I was not bear. I wasn't a bear, but I was just real about being aware of downside risk, and my followers are just gone. Really, and it's crazy. Engagement, but it's just crazy.
Well, you gotta go on and flex, and you gotta be like a keyboard monkey and just flex that you were right, or
well, yeah, but people don't like that either. They hate that, and then they click on follow as well. It's crazy.
Yeah, but unless you say follow and I'll give you the next play every single time, right? Like, then people follow.
Follow me for the next big call.
Right. Like, what's his name? What's that Asian dude who keeps like getting every play right somehow?
Kuka?
No, Asian.
Jintao, bring back Jintao.
No. He called like Zcash at the bottom and said short everything.
Chen. No, I did. No, Chen was the guy that got liquidated on Binance. No, I saw a few. Yeah, I
can tell you his name right now. It is Brandon Hong.
Brandon Hong.
But he's always like he's always Hong. But he's always right. He's like, and people are following him even when he's saying, "Oh, I told you to short this." So people are like, "Okay, well, I need to follow his shit from now on." So I think it could go either way, just how you spin it to people. But
What's
I
his
mean,
profile? I can't.
His
How
profile
do you spell
is
Brandon?
Brandon Brandon. His Twitter is
Yeah,
wait,
see, I
actually,
spelled Brandon a different way.
Let's go,
yeah.
Brandon.
It's Bran Dan. Yeah, him.
I mean, Elio Trades comes out and puts this stupid.
Oh, Elio
altcoin-
loves him though. Like,
Yeah, but like Elio's out here posting. I mean, like again though, like look at this. Hold on. I mean,
yeah, but when
it's
you have a
probably right.
business, bro, well, first of all, Elio,
I do
like,
agree.
remember,
I do agree. I do agree.
like 3 years ago, I think, when Mog and all that was getting, he turned into like a mega bull because I think he understood that too. Like, you're gonna.
No, I disagree with takes like this.
Yeah.
Well,
love
I mean,
that.
I think it could go in that range. I don't know if it's gonna go to that blue line.
No way.
I think it go to that range, like inside that green area. It could definitely go in that green area to some degree. I don't know where it's gonna. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it
The
could go in
doubt.
that.
It's outrageous.
I mean,
I love that one.
okay.
I had some people posting that to me
Yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
actually saying,
But
"What
it
do you
goes
think
both
about
ways. I
that?"
saw
Fuck off.
I saw Easy post the
We're all
you know
gonna
that
be rich if that happens, right? There's not enough money in the world to like we can't all be millionaires, right?
everybody goes and buys Bitcoin, and it's like the inverse of what's going to happen now. Everybody buys Bitcoin, and then nobody's in alts, and then alts rip, and nobody's celebrating the altcoin
But who's
rally.
buying the alts? No one's buying alts.
That would be quite funny. Yeah, this guy.
Me and every other degenerate in the
Yeah, you're
world,
buying
like
degenerate meme coins on a new
no,
chain.
nah, dude, nah. When I go to the gym, it's like all these dudes are always coming up to me talking about like, "Hey, dude, I was thinking about this thing. It's called a Vax, and I was thinking about buying it, dude. Like, look how much it could run. Like, look at this. Like, look how low it is compared to what it used to be.
Oh.
So it's or like Doge, and I'm like Doge. They're like, yeah, that one.
Doge. It's French.
That's
Doge.
a good one to use. Doge.
And so, but again, that's like what people think, right? So that's why altcoin rallies happen. It's because people are like, oh, well, dude, look, this is 1 cent. This can go to $1, right? That people don't know what a market cap is. No one knows what a TVL is, right? Like no one. If you go out and touch, like if you leave your room, talk to anyone about any coin or whatever. Oh, dude, that's $1. Dude, imagine if Bitcoin's like $100,000. Imagine if this gets like to half of that, right? Like so. I think altcoin cycle is always on the table because greed is always going to be a thing in human beings, and people are always going to want to buy the thing that they think can go up more than whatever the popular thing is. But
this is the chart you want to be looking at. And
yeah.
I do agree. We could see a breakout, but it's not going to be billions of dollars. It's not going to be billions.
No, I think like, well, I don't know. I'll never say nothing will ever not happen. But I don't think it's likely. Like again, the chart that you saw Elio post, I don't think it can go to the blue line. Can it get somewhere in that green area? Sure. Yeah, of course. But I don't think it's possible for the blue line to happen. But yeah, I mean, I am a big believer that for sure, like meme coins are the reason why altcoin cycle didn't happen. Like that was the altcoin, but you already had an altcoin. It was when Trump. Yeah, exactly. Like meme coins were the altcoin. I think like enough of us kind of realize that at this point, even if when you see bigger accounts say altcoin cycle hasn't happened yet, it's because they were in the wrong. They weren't in the meme coins. They were holding like
I've said that for the past year.
Like Becker has been, blowing people's brains out, screaming for altcoin cycle while memes were running for like 3 years, and it's like the altcoin cycle. It did happen.
Yeah, exactly.
The people who are yelling that just didn't buy the right meme coins. They were just holding old head shit.
Oh, well, okay. So at the top, meme coins were worth 125 billion. As Cappy said, you had Sui go from $0 to $5. You had Sol go from $8 to 300. You had Ethereum even go from 800 to $5,000. You had Bitcoin go from 15 grand to 125 grand. You had Hyperliquid start at 0 and it went to 70 or 60 bucks a couple of weeks ago. So again, there's a lot. This is the quarterly Bitcoin chart as well, which we obviously don't get a close for another month and 28 days. But again, this is a chart to be wary of a top signal.
Yeah, but people, I guess it's like crazy because people, like you look at last time, people were like, even the Nvidia chart or the Microsoft chart, right? It's you look back and people kept saying, oh, this is the top because the structure. Look how much room is below this. Like look how much space is below where we are now. We're gonna have to come. So there's
That's correct. does correct at some point. But yeah, you are right.
Yeah, but what is that correction, right? Because you look at the S&P, right? People are like expecting a massive correction, and okay, you get a small red, and you're like, no, that's not enough. Look at all this space below us that we might be able to fill. It's like, okay, well then we just keep going up. It's difficult, but that's again, I think why, as you get wiser.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at this,
dude. Right. That's what I'm saying. People expected a big correction, and it just never. Well, we got a correction.
We got one here, right? Like that was that was over a year. That was over a year.
That was COVID, right?
Yep. And then I bought the tariff dip. So I bought this dip, which was obviously earlier this year. So again, it's just wild that I bought this dip and I'm already up like 40%. It's crazy.
Yeah. But again, like, look, people like even at part of that dip, they're like, oh, but look at all this space below that it can fill. And it just never did, right? Like at a certain point, things do accumulate. Now, I mean, we could get like a fucking crazy, insane mega black swan sends us to zero, I guess, if we get COVID 2.0, 3.0. But I also think that yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we'll see. But I don't fucking know, dude. Altcoin cycle, I would love to see one, but I think things have become so much more efficient. I think liquidity is fractionalized so much more across billions and billions and billions and billions. Yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult. And I think if you're listening to influencers who are just saying altcoin cycle has not happened yet, it hasn't happened in 4 or 5 years, most likely they're just holding AVAX and SWI and these OG old head. Yeah, and remember I came on stream like months ago, and I was like, I don't think Pepe ever runs again, like because it's an older meme. It's kind of been phased out. It's not relevant. Even the meme itself is not like that relevant anymore, and it just couldn't break out. It just didn't. Even when we had another little rally, it just couldn't. And so, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible for some of these to bounce back, because again, once you say something will never happen, it's like you're opening the door for that. But yeah, I think like I think we do have another meme coin season, but they're all mini, right? It's the window's kind of getting smaller and smaller, and trends are changing faster and faster. You look at what happened a week and a half ago. Base X402 coins went fucking nuclear. And then nuclear. And then they did. Binance had another sick run, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it's dead.
Right.
And so that just shows like, that's signs of exhaustion. I do.
It's signs of exhaustion, but I also think it's efficiency, right? I think we're no longer, and I saw like an article someone wrote, and I thought it was interesting, but crypto has just changed significantly, where believing is so dead. It's just the efficiency has grown so fast. And what's been rewarded has been rotations over everything. And so nothing, like, it's almost like no meta really lasts for a decent amount of time anymore. Yeah.
And and I mean, I'll ask Craig this too, because what about the institutional dominance now of how much wealth is stored by governments, by companies in Bitcoin and Ethereum? And it's no longer as decentralized, or it's no longer the retail bro at the shop going, hey, I've got this cool idea that this is probably going to outperform a lot of people. It's actually still, it's not manipulated, but maybe it is manipulated. But it's what we're seeing right now is old Bitcoin wallets sell into the pressure of ETF institutional adoption. And sure, it'll be, who knows how long it'll last. Could be 6 months, could be 18 months, could be 3 years. But it's the wealth transfer of Bitcoin and crypto is already taking shape from where it used to be in previous cycles. What do you think, Craig?
I missed all that, Greeny, completely.
Fuck no, switch on.
No, you're saying basically because the institutions have been buying it, it's less decentralized, and what the price.
Older wallets are selling it.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I don't really.
What wallets?
Like old Bitcoin OG wallets.
Yeah, they're selling what? Do they sell like what?
Yeah, the paper hands are getting out though, dude. That's what we want.
They're up
hundreds
of millions of dollars. And
Jared Watts from Abstract, by the way, said that
Jared coming to ACC?
Jared, are you going to ACC? He said, I had the same exact line of thinking when I bought XRP instead of Bitcoin like 5 years ago, which was what I was saying, where it's like, oh, this is $1. It could hit like a 60K. So it's,
Yeah.
It hit $3. That's 3x, I guess. That's
yeah, but
it's
dude,
like
what if it hit
$5.
$100,000 like Bitcoin? Yeah,
Well,
but
you
what if?
see-
But it's only $3, dude. What if it hit $100? What if it hit $100,000 like
No, well,
Bitcoin?
it's such a
589's where it's going. So
Yeah, well, that's how
Literally.
normies think, dude. They don't think about market cap.
all
They
over
don't know about
TikTok.
any of that stuff.
it's all over TikTok, it's all over Facebook, it's all over YouTube.
Well, they just look at
XRP going
price.
$10. Yeah.
Well, they all they see is price, so they don't
unit
understand.
price and stuff.
Yeah, they don't understand like
Doge is like billions of it. So like I've got
they don't.
coins.
Yeah, they don't understand like the level of like, okay, what it has to hit, like how much a TVL is, or how much FTV is, or how much a market cap is, or liquidity. They just see $1, $100. We could do that.
Yeah,
you know.
I agree. That was really prevalent in the meme coin run/season with that sort of thinking and unit bias. As far as Bitcoin goes, I don't know, Greeny. I don't know if those institutional buyers are going to pad it or pump it or what. But will we pull back as hard because they're in now? What do you reckon, Greeny? Or
Maybe
do they
not.
pad it?
Maybe not.
I
The
don't
fear is when you get to a certain price, if they all get liquidated, then we go to zero.
I agree. The leverage side of it is the thing we need to think about. Yeah.
And I want to make this clear. I don't know why there's this.
Are you shitting on Bitcoin?
No, I'm shitting on the concept of. I don't know why people have this perception that if BlackRock bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, that they're never going to just sell it if it gets too low. They might just cut it because they are a business and they're not going to watch their investment go to zero. Right. And so I don't know.
Hey, they trade like Greeny. They trade like Greeny.
Well, not yet. They would have cut by now. But I don't know why they have people have this perception that, these institutions, they're just look at fucking Germany, dude. They cut their bag. Now they cut it at the bottom. But so, people are like, oh, institutions are buying. Well, guess what? Institutions will probably sell. And you're praying to God that they don't sell low to stop a big loss.
Yeah, that's the key. And that's why I take profit at all time highs, Craig. Hey, ain't that right?
Me too. Yeah, we'll try to. But
Me too.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking at my Zeet profile.
All right. Well, let's analyze your Z profile. Pull it up.
You guys want to talk about Z? We can talk.
Yeah,
about
let's
Z
talk about Z. Okay.
Also,
well,
wait, real quick.
Yeah,
Pengu
let's talk
looks
about
fucking
Pengu before we move
bad.
on to the last chart. Let's look at this. What do we think here? What's the thesis? It's at the 786. Didn't quite bounce.
If it goes to that white line, I will full port.
Here,
Wow.
at 86.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why?
What's because that's why I sold when US bombed Iraq.
Oh yeah.
So I'll buy back in there and I won't feel bad.
Shit, that's great.
What if it
Hey,
goes?
well, there you
What
go,
if it
you
goes
know.
like this? What if it goes like this?
Oh, well then whatever. I'll kill myself.
Don't say that on stream.
Never kill yourself.
No, I'm
Yeah, interesting.
I meant like I meant like kill my inner ego, like kill my ego.
Needs to chop. It's gonna chop. If you want to see strength, you want to see a rounding bottom form, and that's what you want to see on paper first.
Yeah.
Zeet. All right. Well, hold on. My screen's a little bit frozen. Just give me a sec here while it responds. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So I am 3,154. I did my classic 3,000 year. I missed my 2,000 Zeet, Craig. I forgot to do my 2,001. God damn.
Yeah.
So I did 1,000. So I did. Feels good to have 3,000. Wonder what 4,000 feels like.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is updated for a while though. I don't think this is updated.
I can reach out to them if it hasn't.
No, well, I mean, like it would be cool if it like updates like regularly. That would be cool.
Right, like your Zeets. Yeah.
Like your Zeets. So, anyways, I'm cruising. I've got a tweet scheduled in about 45 minutes talking about this.
Unbelievable.
It's so efficient, dude.
Yeah,
It's so
like
efficient.
a robot, hey, like the T1000.
I respect it. No, I respect it.
Farm
You have to-
Chat. These boys are just jealous of good work ethic. That is good work.
Hey, no, look, I respect it. You have to do it in a way to where it's like relevant. And you're not like out of context of what's going on in the market. Maybe sometimes, like, what if you had a tweet where it's like, oh, Bitcoin looks great at 103K, and then we're actually at like 90K. Like, that's the only issue with like automating some of these tweets.
Yeah, I've been called out a couple times. Very rare, and it's usually on a lower cap meme coin where I shared and it had dumped or pumped too quickly or something. But like usually I just comment in the reply, just said, yeah, I posted this like 8 hours ago.
Sure. Yeah. That's so funny.
But
wait,
I did.
Can you change the screen so that it's bigger? Like so we can see the screen bigger?
Oh yeah, hold on that far. Oh, you can do like
there you go.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm on. I mean, we'll run through them all. Let's run through them all because I know Craig. Have you been partaking, Craig? Have you been strategic now? Unlike I think it was yesterday we spoke about it, where you were like you're just posting general content. Have you been more strategic?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I posted about that mega weapon and about what's the other bloody thing?
And about Simpsons and Fortnite for some reason.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Simpsons Fortnite?
Yeah, why did you?
Wait, what info play is that, bro? Come on.
No, I was just laughing because I was like,
oh, yeah, just lifestyle, guys. I'm not just a crypto channel. I'm the Craig. That's me, my brand.
Craig, you got 3 Zs, mate. You got 3 Zs.
Craig enjoyed that.
Wait, you have not in total, right?
No, coming in for
my total's low.
Oh, for Mega Weapon?
Yeah, from Mega Weapon. Yeah, from Mega Weapon.
Mega Weapon, I've got 3 pending, apparently only. 3, I think it is.
Eli has 33 pending, apparently.
But I only posted once. I don't know if Eli's posted more, but he probably got more engagement. I've only just started suckling on the teat of Zeet, so as of yesterday. So I haven't got very many. I've only got 170 or something, and Eli's got 11,000.
Look, I think it's a teat worth suckling. I do.
Yeah.
You know, what am I on the overall Zeet leaderboard? Well, I don't look too bad right there.
Is this weekly? I assume this is weekly. Zeet info, because like you have more than this and I have more than this. So I assume this is weekly.
This is specific to the Zeet InfoFi tournament. That's not like our overall amount of Zeets.
Oh, it's talking about Zeet itself as a platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe so. I believe so.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm 61st on that one.
I don't think there's a total leaderboard.
Craig, you're 17,116.
Tig said the bear market's going to be unbearable with InfoFi. I think so. I was going to make a big post about this, but I don't really care. I think InfoFi is like actually, me and you might have spoke about it, but I think InfoFi is extremely misunderstood, and I think eventually it's going to get to a point where it matures and it does have a really good way of weeding out slop. But you know, as a creator, you want brand deals and you want to get paid for talking about products, but it's hard sometimes. You don't have a middleman, you don't have an agent. You know, payments come in late sometimes. There's just no that the agents that you're working with don't have any possibilities for you as a creator. All these things. Exactly. And so once I kind of looked at it that way, I think InfoFi can be really powerful for creators and brands cutting out that middleman. I think it's really going to be very successful if they find a true way of servicing creators on mainstream platforms like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, right? Yeah. Because then, dude, imagine if like Gymshark or a supplement company, right, said, I want to target the supplement fitness influencers who talk about the product, and we're going to put like $100,000 bounty. And then it just targets the creators who are really talking about it and reaching an audience and getting good engagement
on that specific platform. Yeah,
gym and stuff.
Dude, imagine if they did one on Instagram and top creators are making Instagram reels.
Dude, they'll go bonkers.
I think it would be massive, and I think Kaido's launching the TikTok thing soon. I think Zeet thinking about it, but I think
YouTube.
What?
Someone said Zeet YouTube. I read somewhere at some.
Yeah, I think they're planning on it. Their goal is to make it happen. But right now, again, it's with the prevalence of AI and also like Twitter's a little different, right? Guys have to understand this. X is a text-focused platform, right? And so it really encourages a lot of text, and people will slot post it. Think about YouTube. It's really difficult. If you're making content on YouTube, it's really hard to make slop content for YouTube videos or YouTube shorts. You're not going to get rewarded for slop.
I put time and effort into a 10-minute video and it doesn't even get rewarded.
So it's very competitive. And so I think with X, we see that side of things because it is text based. It just fills up and people just spam copy paste. That won't work on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. What happened?
Bree says 100K Battlefield 6 campaign versus 5K Zeets up for grab.
That would be sick. But dude, no, listen. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if a game, because games are already doing right. They're reaching out to content creators, and a lot of times they're not getting their money's worth because those creators end up not actually doing well. They're not actually hitting real numbers. Imagine if they put out like Arc Raiders. What if Embark put out $100,000 for the best clips, like, clip creators? It would cook because these people are already making it, and they would be even more competitive, drive them to make even better content. But again, we're literally in the early days of this. I think my perception, and if I tweet about it, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just saying this because you're an advisor on Zeet."
You're an advisor.
But I genuinely think, like, once they figure out how to really make it more effective and how to filter out AI and all that, slop just won't even do well. I'm telling you right now, it's only happening on X because X is a text-based platform.
Yeah, of course.
Once they're able to make these algos truly reward video content, things are going to change completely. I promise you.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to come into my own, man, when video content goes.
Yeah.
Eli, you're big on it too, like the car stuff and, just the chats and stuff like that. If the algo can start picking that up, man, I'll have a fucking field day.
I would love it. Clemente would fucking smash at it.
Way. Yeah. Huh? I prefer to do it that way, video versus text. Like for me personally, just I can explain it better verbally than
also even as like myself, I see myself wanting to just give in and just post some like really cheap shit because it's just fast and easy as text. But if I had the opportunity to do video, people are probably going to pay more for video as well. These companies are probably going to reward more for videos because it's stickier. So we'll see. But yeah, so Greeny, your total is 3K Zeets. That's honestly not bad. Like I think
I know it's pretty good. I know it's pretty good overall.
From the numbers I've seen, it reminds me of Abstract XP, to where it's like people. There's such a disparity, and sometimes you have to really look at all the people. But most people are getting like 10 Zeets. Like they've got 10 Zeets or 20 Zeets.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of being and again, like you need to understand how it all works. Like there's a reason I have been approached for jobs and blah 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 blah, because you know how to write, you know how to market a particular thing. You've earned yaps in the past, you've earned quacks currently, you've earned some snaps on Cookie, you're earning some Zeets on here. I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but it is a skill to learn to build a brand in itself, but then to continue the engagement. There's much bigger brands with me with followers get nowhere near as big of a consistent engagement. It probably is you. Like we spoke about this on a call yesterday. Like you get way better engagement than I do. Like consistently every week, right?
Consistently, maybe, but not like on those big banger posts. Like
mine's more up and down like this. Whereas and same as Craig. Craig is like up and down like this. Whereas yours is probably a steady, like at a higher consistent rate. Like I'm on IOPN. I think I'm top 10 on it. Yeah, I'm 4th on it.
Dude, my badge finally got recognized, and so now I'm back up to like 12th. I think.
I'm 8th on Myriad.
That's really good. I think being 8th on Myriad is a big win.
Yeah, I'll get a billion points. I mean, if I get a couple 100,000 points, that'll shoot me up the leaderboard. I'm 20th on Solstice. This is the one I actually want to try and get top 10 on. I genuinely want to be top 10 on this.
I saw a bunch of they might have been aimed at you, but I saw a bunch of like sub tweets. I mean, it's probably at a lot of people because Solstice is on. Well,
I'm literally using it.
Right. But people are saying like, oh, well, how many times are creators going to post the same shit about flares every day? And I'm like,
well, it's a strategy, right? You idiot. There's no other opportunities in the market.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And so I think Solstice is the one I've been fading just because I don't like posting about shit that I'm not actually looking at. Like
exactly. Yeah.
But Solstice does seem like IOPN and Solstice are putting up actual real big money. So correct. I think those are two to really look into. But again, you're not, unless you're like a wall or whale or Wale. I've called him Wale forever.
Yes.
No, not Walls, but him too. Like unless you're someone like that to where it's just
your
no matter what you post. Yeah. If Slop and like whatever, but majority of people really should just take time to research to make a good post. Like my Myriad post, I kind of got fucked on my Myriad post. My Myriad post did really, really well because I went to go check Myriad, and the second I checked was when they pushed a new update for like gasless, permissionless transactions in the back end.
Yeah, and
so
you nailed that. I did see that.
Yeah,
So
and I made a post about it. But what rank am I?
16
on Myriad.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Wow. I thought it was like 200 and something. Okay. So it's not bad. So that helped out a little bit. But I think stuff like that will do well. Whereas like, okay, well, if you're just making lazy content slot posts, it's going to be difficult. So with Solstice, I really want to lock in and try to learn more about it and work on it. Because again, a big money prize is a good opportunity with zero risk.
Well, exactly. And let's talk about Solstice. Everyone's like, oh, Greeny, you're talking about flares every day. Well, even if it is targeted at me or not. Well, yeah, because I'm actually looking at the strategy. I'm up 11% in the last 24 hours compared to where I was because of the liquidity that I'm providing. I'm talking about what I'm doing every day so that you stay up to date with what the current trends and the possibilities are here. They just increased it to 8%. I mean, sure, it's going to be the same creators saying the same thing, but you're an idiot if you're fading such easy money opportunities like this. And you're not spending time in a market, learning skills, growing a brand. Like we spoke about this in the middle of last year, Craig, as well. Yeah. Like if you're not like, there's more to crypto than just trying to trade. There's more than crypto than meme coins. There's more than crypto than DeFi protocols. Like this is a big misconnection here in crypto. It's like people don't look like, rather than being bearish or like, what am I trying to say? Like a lot of people faded Solana, right? Because they were an Ethereum bull. A lot of people faded ordinals because they didn't want to trade on Bitcoin. They wanted to trade.
Dude, you could be InfoFi specific. A lot of people faded Yaps. A lot of people faded. A lot of people faded campaigns on InfoFi that people made thousands of dollars risk free.
I've already made tens of thousands of dollars from InfoFi airdrops, and so is Craig. I think Craig, you've walked away with about 10 grand probably as well, mate, haven't you?
2-3 figs.
Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, a couple two-figure airdrops.
I got a couple of lunches out of it, but no, I did. I've got quite a lot from
Well, like Yaps gave us 8 grand. IP Story gave me 2 grand. The home airdrop way back gave me like 6 grand.
See, yeah, I'm so that's what I'm saying. Like I used to fade InfoFi so much back then, and I regret it. I do regret it heavily. But I also just had a different perception of what InfoFi could be. So now I'm more willing to actually put the time in because I see what the vision, like if they really make it happen, I think InfoFi will be a massive replacement for brand to creator like payments and taking out an agency basically. Bro does constantly suck his own dick. Me?
No, I think he's referring to me, Death. Let's 1v1, bro. Come on.
Oh shit. There we go.
I'm just
here we go.
But yeah, okay, that's not bad though.
The biggest thing here is what I'm trying to say is, like I've worked fucking hard for the past 3 years to get where I am. I spent 2 years doing like getting no deals, right? No money, blah blah blah, to now get where I am today, where you have this opportunity. Work as hard as me, and then sure, go for it. Like that's all I say. And it's not like I'm tweeting about every single topic on it. I'm literally picked one. I mean, CT's in itself a topic, but 2, 3.
I'm tweeting. I'm tweeting about a bunch of them. I don't give a fuck.
6. I'm talking about 6. That's it.
As long as, bro, I don't care about like. This is what I was posting earlier. I think the issue is when creators don't know how to balance their content, right? And so, for me, like I made a good video today. I put out like a funny thing or whatever pictures, and then I'll put in like an InfoFi either education or entertainment post like in between them. The problem is you don't want to be like a walls. Maybe you do, right? Because
that's the direction you want to go. Yeah,
because he's killing it.
If you're number one, if you're
but it's difficult. It's really difficult, and most people end up just becoming a billboard, and that's all it is nonstop.
Yeah,
and they're not able to be a walls, and then they fail and they kill their own brand. But I think, again, InfoFi, if you can make your post educational to a degree, or if you can make your post funny to a degree, then you win. And you're not killing your brand. But like I don't know, for instance, my Myriad thing. It was educational, it was right away, and so people didn't hate it. It was a good post because people were like, oh, this is alpha. It didn't make the money, but it was really fast. You know, or I'll make like a video and it, or Clemente is really good at it. He's not doing InfoFi.
Yeah,
but he'll turn it to humor, and people don't feel like it's like ruining his brand or turning into like some billboard post. So that's the whole point. It takes effort and creativity. People need to sit down. People are too reactive. They just see a billboard, they're like, I need to make content fast, instead of sitting down and be like, okay, how do I plan to make a good piece of content for this to like stand out or do well? And I think that's what separates like a good creator versus a bad creator.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And it's hard consistently day after day, like with what Clemente does.
Yeah.
With his videos, man, that's hard to do. Like I'm big on the old video making, but Clemente's videos are good quality and they almost daily. And I'm like,
well, dude, he treats it like a job. Him and PO get together every day. Yeah. Clemente will go to PO's house.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but Clemente will go to PO's house every single day, early in the day. They'll sit down and they'll just ideate. They'll just think of ideas together and write stuff down, and then they'll shoot videos. So like they'll treat it like a real job, whereas they're sitting down and they're being proactive, not reactive, right? They're spending time actually planning and designing instead of just. And look, some of your shit can be off the fly for sure, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times it goes further when you plan out your stuff. Like my video today, or most of my big videos, like the crying video, I'm just in the car taking pre-workout and I just do something in first take.
Yeah, I'm the same.
But when it comes to actually talking about products and companies and brands, to avoid looking like a shill and to avoid just putting out fluff, sit there and plan it out and think of a cool idea.
I think I agree with Tig's point though here. It doesn't matter if the post is good. Once you have a certain following, the algorithm.
He's saying does it matter? He's asking.
Yeah. No, it does. And I'm not going to call out names, but I know there's big creators out there who just leverage their followers because they've got social following and they can just tweet about one thing once and it puts them on the top 10 of every leaderboard. So,
yeah, but okay, but here's the thing. So if you're asking, like, does it matter if the post is good once you have a certain following? The algo will reward you either way. Why not considering quality?
Yeah.
So two things. One, Zeet, like, they're actively, like, manually making sure that a lot of the stuff, and they do have an algo that's being built, but if content creators just post a bunch of fluff and they tag every single account, or they're just whatever, the algo starts picking up on that, or they manually go and check that. And you've seen people like Scott from Zeet has gone out publicly and like quote retweet and said, and say this is fluff. We're like, these aren't getting any Zeets or whatever. So, I think to a degree, but also good is subjective. Yeah. And again,
I think all my posts are good.
Yeah, I think all your posts are amazing, dude.
Like, that would be better than I thought. Thanks, Eli.
But the thing is, like, you might view it as like whatever, but people who are, you have to understand, not everyone is tapped in, right? Mm-hmm. So some people follow certain creators because they don't do deep dives and they just do general fluff puff pieces because that's what they're there for. I know YouTubers who do a general broad thing of like what's going on in video games this week, but they don't actually dive deep. Then I have other YouTubers who dive very deep into certain video games and break it down. So that's the only issue. I think like some creators abuse it for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But some followers like that kind of stuff. They don't want a deep dive. And then companies, they don't mind because it's still advertising. And if they're still doing valuable advertising, then to them it's not bad. So I think it's hard to call it good or bad from like a creator side of things or a brand side of things.
Agreed. All right, we're gonna read through this liquidity update from Big R. But I want to talk. Obviously, we saw $730 billion wiped out from the US stock market today as well. So not only is crypto dumping, but the stocks are dumping. Now, I did actually take profit on a few of my tariff buys on my ETFs in the past week. Sold some NASDAQ, sold some S&P 500, sold some other things that I bought as well, like gold and stuff. So happy with that. Again, my goal is to probably try and buy a house in 6 to 12 months. So naturally, I need to be a bit more aggressive on the profit taking and also a bit more aggressive on the protection of wealth side of things, preservation of capital to the downside. So that was an interesting thought as well. So it's not only crypto that dumped overnight, but it's obviously it's the stock market as well. Now, here's some hope in for you guys. This is a good take. I mean, this is why a lot of people follow him, right? He's a smart guy, macro investor, has killed it for decades, right? So for me, that's the side of the market I don't mind listening to this guy about because he's a pro in that industry. When he looks at a chart, no. Anyways, I know no one wants to hear this bullish ideas, blah, blah. If global liquidity is the single most dominant macro factor, then we must focus on that. Remember, the only game in town is rolling $10 trillion of debt. Everything else is a sideshow. This is a game of the next 12 months. Currently, the Gov shutdown has forced a sharp tightening of liquidity. So that's probably a big reason we haven't seen a lot recently, which makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think
when do they open up? Sorry, just to
I saw a market actually shift overnight. So potentially it's opening up again very soon.
Wait, what did you say? The government?
The government shut
US.
down. Yeah.
What is happening over there? What the fuck, man?
It's because they can't decide on a bill, right? It's
funny because I actually I told
you guys work. How come
I told
that when I was at work?
Cut off. Yeah.
But do they still get paid?
Probably.
Fantastic.
No, I don't
what
think
a good
so.
job.
Eli's the call-in American. He can surely speak on this.
Wait, I want to read you a post. I sent this to Easy. Man, I sent this to him because he took a bet in a prediction market about when the government will open up.
Yeah.
And this was like day one.
That's wild.
I think it was October 20th when
well, I mean, on Polymarket it might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
It was different markets.
Or it was right after, a little after, whatever. And I said,
oh, they do.
Good. I basically told him it's gonna stay closed for a very long time because the Democrats and Republicans are more split than ever before. Yeah. And now it's no longer, hey, can we let's try to come to terms. It's more it is like filibuster where they are literally they don't care. They don't care. And I think Easy was it's only gonna be for a few days. I'm I think it's gonna be for almost 3 weeks. And I wish I would have taken that prediction market bet. I think the odds were 4 or 5%, originally 5% or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I saw Trump tweet or write something out crazy today about how the Dems are. It's just they're blaming Dems, but it's really on the Republican side at this point. Yeah. So we'll see if they figure it out. But you know what was really funny is the department that reports on jobs, on employment is also out of a job. They haven't been working since the government shutdown, so they can't report on the actual employment rates. So it's such a really, really crazy I think the numbers are also lagging really bad.
Spooky, it's good. Yeah, hello.
Dude, I think people I think numbers are way worse than what they're reporting. I think they're lagging.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Numbers of what? Inflation or numbers of
no. Employment. I think housing. They were talking about. I think what's his name? Wizard of Soho was oh, dude, I bought the bomb of the house or some shit like that. I'm dude, these prices are not right. I took the shutdown over 35 days when I saw a tweet by Kicks about the last shutdown was a record under Trump's price. Yeah, dude, yeah. It's just
smart play.
I've seen a lot of people say that the rally starts, the next leg starts when the government opens back up. I'm super interested in seeing if that actually impacts.
Yeah. Well, back to the post, I think, because that is maybe what's being alluded to here is currently the government shutdown has forced a sharp tightening of liquidity as the TGA builds up with nowhere to spend it. This is not offset by the ability to drain the reverse repo and QT drains it further. This is hitting markets, in particular crypto, which is the most liquidity driven. TradFi asset managers have had one of their worst years performance versus a benchmark. I mean, if you look at the S&P 500, it's only a very small minority that is holding up the S&P 500. It's only those top tech stocks. Really. Yeah. And allocating to tech made to be more stable than crypto. 401ks flow help too. If this liquidity drain keeps going longer, stocks will get hit hard too. However, as soon as the government shutdown ends, the Treasury begins spending $250 billion to $350 billion in a couple months. Quantitative tightening ends and the balance sheet technically expands. The dollar will likely begin to weaken again. As liquidity begins to flow, tariff negotiations will be largely completed, removing uncertainty. Ongoing bill issuance increases, adding more liquidity via bank balance sheets and money market funds. Ongoing rate cuts, we will have economic weakness from the shutdown that will add to evidence that rates need to come lower. but no, there is no recession. SLR, I don't know what SLR is, but changes free up more of the bank's balance sheet, allowing for credit expansion. The Clarity Act will get passed. Again, this is American based. I don't know. Giving the crypto regulations so desperate. This I don't know what word is that? Desperately. Oh no.
I'm gonna go to that post and just ask Grok to summarize it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're nearly here. Where are we?
Does that mean we're going up or?
Large scale adoption. The big beautiful bill then kicks in to boost the economy into midterms. So midterms is Q1 for like Q1 next year. Is that right from memory? The entire system now is being geared towards a strong economy and strong market in 26 for these elections. China will continue to expand its balance sheet. Japan will work to strengthen the yen and also fiscally stimulate. The ISM will rise as rates fall and tariff uncertainty drops away. You just need to get through the window of pain and the liquidity floods ahead. Always remember that. Don't F this up. Rules and wait out the volatility. Drawdowns like this are commonplace in bull markets, and their job is to test your faith. Too long. Here you go. TLDR. When this number goes up, all numbers go up.
Okay.
I think great take. That's why he's the GOAT of macro liquidity and it has dominated many cycles of markets and whatnot. But I mean, that gives us hope in, boys. I might just go empty a whole balance account. I might just go to the bank.
I'm ready to run through a wall.
Yeah. Craig's about to do another shoey because he knows he's going to do one at 150K in the months to come.
I hope so, man. I fucking hope I get to do one. That'll be fantastic. I like what he's saying there, though. I think he's got a few good points.
I don't know what he said, but like I'll take any amount of hopium I can get at the moment.
Yeah. No, I'm into it. I'm buying some Bitcoin, so.
Yeah, I bought Bitcoin. I'm happy with that. I think Hyperliquid's certainly the other one that I really like. There's not many charts that are as strong as this, where it's actually holding up a range. Where previously price hadn't really, like a lot of other altcoins do not look like this. So it's the one that really tickles my fancy.
How's Pump doing? I haven't looked at the charts.
Yeah, it rejected from the breakout, and I was looking at a trade at this actually yesterday. So we potentially have maybe bullish divergence forming. Maybe that's what my indicator there was showing.
I think the only thing that makes me from buying back in at the moment is the airdrop.
Yeah.
Right, because we don't know. We assume the airdrop's going to be in Pump. So and there's a big rumors about it being that it's going to be in Solana.
Yeah.
If it was in Solana, then we're back on, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be fucking massive. If it's in Pump, then I'm scared to buy here, right?
Yeah.
I think because if we're in a bad market still, and people get airdrop Pump, then they're all going to just clip it to play safe. So I actually want to re-enter Pump around here. But that fear of the airdrop is just in my head.
What's the time horizon on it, though?
I have no idea. I think maybe Thakani is in my chat. He probably knows better than me. He's really locked in on that.
Okay. Thakani, let us know.
Greeny, a few shows back, said, no way he's buying hype. Believe it was tossed. What? Did you say that you're never buying hype? Or you wouldn't buy
never.
it?
I shorted hype. I dominated long. I longed the hype. I longed hype. Dominated this trade breakout. Shorted hype, and now I just bought spot again.
Where are you doing your leverage trading on hype?
Bybit.
Bybit. Okay.
Yeah. Bybit or Blowfin. Blowfin's non-KYC because a few Americans obviously can't use a lot of exchanges, so Blowfin works. So if you need a link, let me know.
You saw Crypto Jamie turn 500K into 4 mil? In like the last
with the
week,
short. Yeah, he had a sui short open for $1 million profit.
Dude, he's a crazy just.
But how many times has he not tweeted out about losing is also the query.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he got called out by someone else. Called him out. Someone who I follow called him out. XO.
Oh really?
Someone called him out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah.
So yeah, abstract, huh?
yeah. Hey, let's pivot. No. NFTs first, then we'll go to abstract.
Okay.
We've got a meeting at 12, so I'm meeting in an hour and a half. So I mean, I'm happy to go for another 45 minutes, but that's probably about it.
I could probably do 20 minutes.
Easy.
Yeah, I could probably do 30 minutes. Right? Somewhere in the middle. Let's meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So we've previously discussed this on stream as well, but Pudgies are now back. They went down to 17-ish overnight, maybe a little bit lower actually. I think Pudgies at 10K is probably a buy if we do see it, and I'd be pretty intrigued to buy one there. Eli and I were talking about punks. No, there's no way punks are at 109. There's no way. I am serious. I am very deadly serious about if these go like towards 75K, I want to, and I think it'll be a very good trade, even in the short term potentially. I do think so. So that's definitely interesting. But Moonbird's here at about 5,500. Probably not a bad area, I reckon. If like TGE again, with no rumors on time, no speculations around when.
I think the speculation is December, like or November or December. From what I've seen in group chats, I haven't spoken to Spencer, and I'm not like fully tapped in every chat. But I think people are speculating that it's going to be before the end of the year.
Probably worth a little dabble then. Craig, you still on yours?
Yep. Yeah, I'm deep. I'm weighing up another bird or a pudgy, a big pudgy, another.
That's
big
a big
pudgy.
difference. So you could get 3 birds for 1 pudgy.
Can you?
Yeah, it's 1.7 times 3.
Well, I'm not a math guy. I'm a vibe guy.
Well, 2.1 times 3 is 5.1. So yes.
Wow.
Quick math. 2 plus 2 is 4 equals.
Yeah, that one is actually tough. I think that one's tough because you have stuff on the horizon for moonbirds.
Yeah.
Pudgy penguins, obviously, like I do think they are like the #1 NFT. Like as far as like brand power and networking power to a degree, I think apes obviously aren't that anymore. And Pudgy hasn't done anything wrong, right? They haven't had a big fuck up. They're just getting cooked.
Punk, it's on the floor.
Your punk is? That's yours?
Yeah, here.
Oh, yeah, shit, I can buy this is your sign. Yeah, this is your sign to buy it, dude.
We spoke about this yesterday.
In US dollars?
111. That's Australian dollars too weak against
free. That's free practically.
That's your sign to buy it, dude. Yeah.
I don't reckon your wife won't mind at all, Greeny.
Wait. Oh no, someone offered 34. It's literally, oh my god, he's capitulated. No, he'd still be in profit, surely. 111. Oh shit.
You don't need that house deposit. You can get one later.
Right. Yeah.
There's always going to be houses, but there's never going to be enough punks for everyone.
I think a punk purchase is a bad idea.
Imagine fading a $214,000 offer after you bought it for $83,000.
Yeah, yikes.
That's like nearly a 3x. Oh, dude, people, come on.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
And then it's just capitulated. He had it listed yesterday way above floor. Now it's at floor. This will sell. This one will sell for sure.
Yeah.
It's not
I can't even make comments on it, honestly, because I turned down selling every single thing. And
Craig, not Craig. Eli, you could have bought 5 punks if you sold your abstract meme coins.
Okay, let's stop.
You could have had a home, Eli. You could have had a home.
I wouldn't have bought a CryptoPunk to me is like a luxury item. It's not something I would try to trade, right?
Craig, what's your buy entry? We spoke about this before.
I think for me, it's more a case of I need more money in crypto. Rather than the price of these. In saying that, if they tap 50, then I think proportionally to my holdings in crypto, then I can, because what Eli said is correct. It's a luxury item. It's like having for a girl, I guess, a Birkin bag or whatever, kind of. It's like that statement piece that I don't know if I want to, like, will that become my whole personality if I get that punk and then I fucking can never sell it?
Well, that's...
Like with my pudgy, that just happened.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's
going to happen again on a bigger scale.
I was just telling Greeny, like, you might make money on it, but I'd rather take 110K and put it into something else instead of putting into a punk. Because again, I don't think
Bitcoin and sell sats incrementally.
I think a punk is a trade. Like I wouldn't trade it like that. If I had a fuck ton of money to where I can just buy this asset and it's like, okay, if it appreciates in value over time, like that's fire, maybe that. But like, we're not multi-millionaires. We're not like 100 millionaires. So it's, I don't know what you're pointing at.
Bro, you haven't seen my bank account?
No.
Multi-millionaire.
No.
He's retired. He's retired.
But even if I had like 10 million, then yeah, I'll buy it. It's like an art piece. I'll let it appreciate. I
don't think I deserve one yet. That's
no.
Eli, your internet is just absolutely crashing out right now.
Dial up, hey. Get off the phone.
Bro stuck in 2005.
I think you're good now. You might be
I think I agree, Craig. If they go to like 50 to 75K, I think that's probably a really good.
What did they go to? What did they go to like at the low? Like
So
in the bear, it was like
Easy
50.
and I bought around 80, 90,
Okay.
which wasn't the low. I'm pretty sure the low did go lower. It was like 20 ETH and ETH was like 2K.
Yeah, because I remember him and my other friend were like underwater. They're like, fuck.
Yeah, 40, 50K. I think I'm going to say the bottom was probably, you could have bought a 50K. Probably could have bought.
Yeah.
But you also could have sold these at $250,000 literally 2 months ago. And I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't do that.
Well, how many people were buying at that price?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, a few. There was a lot of sales.
Above the floor for like really sick ones.
No, at floor. Oh, this
were they?
Yeah. Anyways, it is wild how fast this come down. What I am annoyed about is I would like, rather than like, I wish I had sold my Pudgy for like higher, and then I
wish I sold my Pudgy when Kix came on stream and sold him.
I know. Shout out to Kix. Shout out to Kix.
We messed that up. Oh, that'll never leave my memory, unfortunately, now because we fucking had.
Hey, we're gonna do well here, boys. But the next 6 months, we'll teach Kix a lesson. All right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's gonna miss out on the abstract airdrop too. So like, get fucked.
His loss, get fucked.
Exactly. But also like, he went through it with his Pudgy, right? He held it all the way up, then held it all the way down, and came back. So
lessons learned.
Yeah, it's whatever, dude.
It is whatever, and that's why I tell myself to sleep at night. Shit happens.
Yeah. No, I'm grateful. I want to kill myself. Okay, yeah, let's talk about abstract.
I'm grateful it happened to me.
Yeah, me too. I'm so happy. All right. Abstract. Greedy.
Last question on well, not OpenSea, but I mean the OpenSea airdrop. That'll be interesting.
I don't want to even talk about
There's a lot of airdrops coming in the new year, and I think that's a bullish catalyst as well. What price is a good value for a Moonbird? Let's talk about that before we move on.
Right now, everyone buy right now. Best value right now.
It's $5,600 to buy a Moonbird, right?
You've got the airdrop coming up with Spencer. I actually think they've done a really great job at branding and changing the entire brand. And they're at Complex Con. They're running the Pudgy Penguin playbook like really to a T. But they have a lot of upside, whereas Pudgy's kind of already done a lot of these big things. I think Pudgy will keep doing even bigger things. But you've lost a lot of that like big brand turnaround that they had when Pudgy got taken over in 20, right? So like right now, Moonbirds has that moment to have that early Pudgy Day thing. So, they have the TGE coming out. I think they're going to keep doing really cool stuff. We saw it, 2 months ago, right? Or 3 months ago when things were kind of really getting good. Spencer really locked in and got us crazy, even though I fucked up and never did any of them, the airdrops where I could have probably made back a lot of the money I even purchased on my Moonbirds, and I just didn't. So I think Moonbirds, I mean, dude, you said how much? It's like $5,000 right now?
5,500-ish, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like 3 months ago, that was 1 ETH, and I think 1 ETH for a Moonbird is solid. So I don't know. 1 to 1.5 is not bad.
Yeah, the issue for me is Ethereum. What does Ethereum do? Because if Ethereum's going to keep bleeding here, then that's the worry, in my opinion.
So
yeah, but 1 ETH equals 1 ETH, bro.
Yeah, but it's 1.5 ETH now. That's what I'm
saying. Is it really 1.5 ETH right now?
1.7.
Okay, yeah. Floor's thin. Buy now.
Yeah.
Please.
Floor's thin. Buy now.
It can only go up from here, really.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting.
It can't go lower, can it?
I said the same thing about my abstract bags for 4 months.
Fuck, man. What the fuck's going on? Where are all the buyers? They told me there'd be buyers.
Well, the issue is it's at the very end of the risk curve, right? Like abstract is literally at the farthest end. So it's when markets are bad, people are going to sell that thing first, and they're not interested until market. It's like a luxury item. Abstract right now is a luxury item.
No, you're not putting punks and abstract in.
No. In the sense of you don't buy a luxury item unless you have money to spare, right?
All right, I bought some ETH. Just bought some ETH.
So like it's a luxury item for people. It's not something that you're going to just spend right now until you have copious amounts of money and the vibes are good and I want to go out and buy an RV. You're not buying an RV when you're having a bad time, right? Yeah. And that's why if you look at RV purchases, when RV purchases go down, that's a sign of recession because people aren't spending money on luxury stuff. And so far end of the risk curve, it's people just aren't spending money on that right now. If ETH stables out, if ETH does well, and abstract in alignment, we'll talk about it, but if abstract kind of starts pushing their stuff at the same time, then I think you will see those buyers come.
Same.
Super hot take. I'd rather own Bearish than a Moonbird. Bearish owns Zeet. Giphy views number 2 to Pudgy. Look, I think Bearish is great, but the problem is Bearish right now is on abstract. So
yeah, I disagree with
that. I think that buy can be sick when abstract starts getting crazy volume. But right now, I think Moonbirds, from the aspect of TGE being soon, is probably like a better buy in the short term.
I agree. So I'm still top 5% with my. Do you reckon I might get? No, I'm not going to get the diamond at this time.
To diamond?
That's a lot of days.
TGE 2029, you could probably hit it.
Yeah, next halving.
I mean, you could, if like right now, if you really wanted to.
Oh, I got a badge.
Yeah, you could claim it. I don't know if you've claimed it yet.
Let's go.
Did you provide liquidity? Did you, Greeny?
I must have.
But okay, here's my thing though. If you actually could make you probably could hit diamond if you wanted to take like 100K and just put it into USDC and ETH or ETH and, but no, but if like in stable, if you had 100K in like stables right now, and you just wanted to put it in like a stable pair on a Boreon, then you actually will print XP. Yeah. Like you will print XP. That's how.
So I should be using my ETH on here. I should.
Yeah, bro. If you have ETH parked and like you're not using it, like, and I'm talking about like real size and stables that you whatever, like just provide on a very stable high volume pair, and you're probably gonna earn a lot of. Bro, the dude who got 450K XP for the last 2 weeks, he just started on abstract basically like a month ago or whatever, and he's just providing a fuck ton of money on stable pairs on a Boreon because it's kind of like, you know, the concept of the meme coin that has the most volume and the highest market cap is going to get the most XP. Well, same thing with the pairs. USDC and ETH or ETH and Pangu or whatever, those are the high volume pairs. So those are the ones that are going to get XP. Like God to ETH it's not getting a lot of volume right now. The market cap's not like, it's not a high pair at the moment. So it's not going to give you that XP.
So how do you volume, right? Yeah. So ETH to USDC. Like
that would be a pretty safe-ish pair if you felt comfortable with it. Better than like a meme coin, right? Yeah. And so that's how a lot of people are earning XP now. It's just from providing liquidity. Like, bro, some of these guys came in out of nowhere. 450K XP.
Out of nowhere. Wait, I need ETH? Oh, dude, really?
ETH, pair.
No, why is it not ETH? It's ETH.
It's always ETH.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I mean, 11K XP for literally doing absolutely nothing on the chain and holding nothing. Like that's not bad, right? You have the badges, you have some.
I put in a lot of effort. I put in a lot of it.
Yeah, well, effort's not going to hold it up completely. You have some stuff on chain still. So that's not bad. Craig, what did you get? I'm really curious.
38,000.
Nice.
Yeah, 38,000.
Oh, you're crushing it, bro.
What's your rank right now?
You're gonna flip it.
Diamond next. What's my rank?
You're platinum.
I'm platinum, and I am 2,700,000.
Oh, so you're almost there.
I'm almost a diamond. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna flip me. You have flipped me.
I've done a quarter. I've done a quarter mil.
Okay.
On diamond, I've got a long way to go.
You do have a long way to go.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if you did that strategy where you just provide liquidity in a safer way,
you could speed run to platinum now. If I was a new user, I'd come and farm this now while everything's fucked. I'm just do the liquidity route, not me.
How do you see your positions?
Maybe in the drop down at the top left. Well, that's top right, but
I can't even get on the site.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It should be right there. But that's what a lot of the whales are doing. A lot of these pudgy whales came over and now they're parking. And this is the goal of DeFi, right? Like you're trying to get people to bring their money on, farm yield, farm XP in a safer way to where they can park some money. And then eventually you hope it trickles down. So we'll see. Obviously it's, you know, people live in an echo chamber and people live in a small, like bubble to a degree, because people are like, okay, well, we have DeFi. Why is everything not moving now? Like, oh, Finn left abstract. Finn's gone from abstract. Why, like, nothing's moving now? Like, what the fuck? And it's just like, it's
people don't get it. Literally, no one. So many people just don't get it. And a lot of these key opinion leaders from these ecosystems have no idea what they're even talking about.
Or also, like, people are. It's like, oh, abstract team still isn't doing shit. Look at the chart. And it's like, well, that doesn't equate to the same thing, right? Like, the charts are down because people are selling the coins. Like, blame the people who are selling, not the team at this point. Because if the team, I think, and we can start talking about this. Can you hear the dogs in the back?
Yeah, a little bit.
Only a little bit.
Let me mute. Let me suppress my audio. Can you hear them now?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I sold my little pudgy too. So, Craig, do you still own your little pudgy as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I see. I sold mine. So that's.
Did you? When did you sell it today?
Ages ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, I'm still holding that bad boy. I'm waiting for the bounce, man.
Also, I just want to say, I broke 300k XP today. Not a big deal. Whatever.
I saw that. Have we not covered that? Is that your?
Nah, sorry, you guys don't care about me. It's not a big deal. It's the Greeny Craig show. What do you mean?
yeah. Sidekick.
No, I'm just kidding. Is
that all-time high?
For me, for sure. I was edging 298, and then I got slashed to 240. Then last week I bounced back 280. It doesn't feel as sweet because I'm no longer the number one XP earner. Because again, these dudes came in and now they're earning like 450k.
Yeah.
But like I'm okay with that. So it still felt good. I was still happy. I'm just like, we are kind of getting to a point of XP exhaustion.
Yeah.
And also not even XP exhaustion, but XP inflation. Not inflation. I guess that's not the right word, but dilution. Maybe like now that we have people earning 450k, it doesn't feel as valuable anymore. Like there is no cap. Not that there ever was, but how much are these guys putting in the LPs? Damn. I mean, over 6 figures for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
It must be.
But I don't know, dude. But I will say again, the thing I wanted to say was we're seeing a lot of people say, oh, well, the team's still not doing shit. Look at the fucking charts. Well, like that, they're not conflated, right?
Well, this is what I mean. Meme coins don't translate to the success of a chain. Now, as many,
it's not just meme coins though, right? It's everything is NFTs. NFTs as well are completely smacked. TVL is like really not even. I want to. People are looking at the DeFi TVL chart, not the actual bridge TVL, and the bridge TVL is not really increased much. The DeFi TVL has, but that just means that the money that's been sitting on the chain, they're just moving it to DeFi protocols.
Yeah.
Right. So like everything in abstract is still pretty much crushed, but that doesn't equate to the team not making like it's a ship. You start turning doesn't mean you're going the other direction yet. It takes a while for that turning to actually have an impact. But I want to like, I kind of from my side, the abstract team in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can notice a significant difference in the way they communicate, the stuff that they've done as far as output, like updates. I mean, I know the dark mode thing is a joke, but whatever. But like, they've been listening to feedback. Team comps have been way more public. And I know it's like funny, but Luca has started quote tweeting, even if it's just emojis that he's been using. But he's been quote tweeting abstract stuff. So I feel a sense of sentiment shift. And I think it just is going to take a while for that sentiment shift to show its value on chain ecosystem.
Yeah, I back that. Craig, what do you reckon?
About
he's zoned out like half the time on like texting.
About abstract itself and the team and the communication.
It's just like the sentiment shift and where it's like, people, I see people complaining and saying like, oh, abstracts, the team doesn't care. Right. They don't give a fuck. They're not, bro, for the first time ever, abstract literally, they've been doing it top 5 NFTs on abstract posts every week, right? For the first time ever, last week, abstract did a top 5 coins. And they've never done that, which means they're slowly kind of like changing their mindset about things. Internal leadership or not leadership, but like, things have been moved around. And I think they've kind of hit an inflection point where they're like, okay, we've been working on a lot of stuff internally, which is great. They're working on, they're talking about Project Quantum. That seems like it really took a lot of manpower for the last few months, which is probably why we didn't see a lot of development on the portal, because they were working on something internal that hopefully is sick. They're talking about coins now. They're not just like, they're not worried about. Did you just buy a Moonbird? I rate it. Is that what you guys say? I rate it, or is that UK? Dan forgot to move to 6 o'clock again. Yeah, I know, bro. These guys don't even fix their posters.
That's a good one too, eh? That
is sick. I like it.
But
Greeny's buy. Did you sell the Rainbow Eye one?
Yeah, ages ago. Yeah.
Yeah, like he bought it, and then I went and looked at the floor one time, and I just saw it sitting on the floor. I was like, that was fast.
Like trash.
I was farming. Okay, I was farming OpenSea too. So
yeah, fuck that.
I took a big L on this one. But then I made money on like the other ones that I flipped. I took a small L on this second Pudgy that I bought. Very grateful I got rid of that. Little Pudgy I flipped a few. I was farming the shit out
Pudgy?
of OpenSea.
You bought a second?
Yeah, I bought
Pudgy?
a second Pudgy. Yeah, I did. And then I got out. I sold it like literally later that day or something. I was like, this doesn't feel right at this stage. Yeah, this one here I sold. I think it was a nice trade. I can't remember. Anyways, back in, boys. Back in.
Nice. Wait, this is your only Moonbird, or this is your second Moonbird?
No, this is my one for now.
Oh, you got rid of all. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I de-risked my other one at $8,500, and I have just rebought this one for $5,500, 5.6. So saved myself $3,000 there, guys.
I really should be looking at USD value.
That's how to trade.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm in it for the tech. But yeah, like I don't know. As far as abstract, I think we'll see a turnaround eventually. I do. Saigar even put out a post saying we're going to start opening up the streaming.
Yeah.
We're which I thought was massive. I think that's actually something I understand it. Pump doesn't care, because Pump doesn't really give a fuck about what's on the platform. They're not going for a retail-friendly mass consumer thing. They don't care. And so they don't have moderation. They don't need people sitting there taking down streams, and like if there's people doing drugs or porn or whatever. Abstract obviously doesn't want that and can't have that. And so I know people were like, oh, it's only for the cabal to get into streaming. It's a lot of it really is mostly just like, they don't have moderators who can just sit there all day, every day, taking down content like that. And also it's just like the cost of viewers into streamers and so. So I'm excited that they're opening it up. He even asked, what are some other things you want to do? I wrote like a big post, mostly about like the streaming things they can do. So we'll see. I actually still find it funny that thumbnail is great, by the way, for our stream.
That's real good.
Why are you not second?
Who's streaming right now?
Merherb is ahead of you on the list with 5 watching.
I don't know. It's a good question.
That's
I guess Abstract's trying to shout about me. They're trying to get rid of me, dude.
They don't do it in order anymore, I don't think.
Nah, they have to be. No, I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean,
dude, this is why I'm not streaming on Abstract right now. Look at the viewership. There is 20, 33, 36, 37, 39, 41 people watching on that. In the entire.
Oh, someone said it's because I'm using just chatting. Is that true? What? Really?
Weird.
Huh? I'm gonna put loot.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyways, there's 41 people on the platform. It's just not. I want them to bring on better incentives for creators /
So what are those incentives? Do you want
forego tips in crypto and set up a sub network or a donation network tips, whatever it is, right?
Right.
Just a better UI around like it's standard streaming services. I can like for example on Kick, like hold on, is this going to dox anything? Let me just check. I don't think it will. But
yeah,
like,
you want subs,
look at this. Like I'm literally just like reading chat, can do all types of things over on the side. Like just a better. But I agree. It costs.
Look, I'm number. So that's crazy. I changed my app to loot instead of just chatting, and now we're number 1.
That's crazy. Craig, change yours from just chatting, and you'll go to. Oh no, you'll still be 4th.
I need to talk to I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna reach
Just
out to
chatting
Saigar.
should be like a defined category. I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I reckon
it's
as well.
the biggest. It's like one of the biggest categories in all of streaming, right?
Yeah.
Like in general, in
That's
Web2
talking.
streaming. So
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. I want to make a comment to Wolfie. He said, "Why does Abstract need a streaming platform?" By the way, there's already 454 streaming places. So this is, I kind of really feel like this is really on Abstract's side of blame for not market. Dude, my viewership already went up since I, whatever. That's so dumb. I blame the Abstract team a little bit for their marketing efforts when it came to streaming. Abstract is not a streaming platform. It never has been. And and that's never been, never will be the purpose of Abstract. It is not a streaming platform. Streaming is a feature on the portal. And if you're asking why does it need streaming? Well, because you have products, you have digital products and digital games and digital services on the portal. And one of the best ways to, integrate games or market games is through live streaming. And so you have the optionality now to bring people on with their, like, for instance, Greeny and Craig, if they were just streaming on Abstract, if they just chose to stream on Abstract, it would pull people over to Abstract right now, right? Like, it would pull people onto this platform. And then what happens? Maybe you have a game on icon. Maybe you're playing a game, whatever. And then people are like, oh, well, I want to click that. They'll click that icon, play it, and check out the game. Or now they're on the portal. They see tabs to the left. What is this? Oh, look, I can check out the games they have in the portal, check out the apps they have in the portal, right? So that's why they have streaming. And I blame Abstract for not really marketing it enough that it isn't a streaming portal. Because when I talk to everyone else, one of my friends, Bryce, he's like, I just don't know why they're trying to be a streaming platform. I'm like, dude, it's been like a year, and I've told you a million times, it's not a streaming platform. It's a everything consumer app. Streaming is just part of it. So, Wolfie says, I thought it was a gaming focused chain. Like, it's not a gaming focused chain either. It's an everything chain, right? Like, gaming is on it. Now DeFi is on it. Now streaming is on it. Trading is on it. Like, they have games on it because it's an everything app, because games are popular. And games also are like a high revenue thing. Like, so I think I think really it comes down to marketing from Abstract side of things. Is it so it's supposed to compete with Solana or some shit? Yeah, every chain competes with each other. But I do think one thing that people don't understand is you don't have to be first to win, right? You don't. You have Amazon, Target, Walmart, Kroger. Like, you don't need to beat Solana to be very successful and to target a different audience within that circle, right? Amazon, Walmart, Target, like, they all sell similar things, but they all have different audiences to a degree, like they serve different people within that niche. And so competing with Solana, competing with Base, but you don't have to beat them to be successful. You don't have to, and again, like, for me, I like Abstract over Solana because the vibe is a little different. I don't know if that's, I don't really know if that's the way to go about it, but so I think Abstract just needs to figure out their marketing. I think they really need to make it clear that Abstract has streaming, but it's not a streaming platform. Abstract has gaming, but it's not a gaming platform. It's meant to be a consumer chain, and the portal is, and I think this is another big thing. People really just think like Abstract is just the portal. And so to me, I think with this new marketing lead, I think this new internal shift, they're going to have to figure something out about it. What is Bitcoin dumping even more?
It's retesting the 100K region
Yeah,
it's probably going to sit here.
The daily close was above 100. You.
It's probably going to sit here for a while, honestly, maybe.
Daily close at 100, right on that previous liquidation wick on at least OKX. But we are got to hold this 100K zone, or we see 93.89.
So many people are going to bid 100 though. People, like, it's just a mental number, right?
Well,
like,
I bid 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's probably maybe going to sit here and chop for a while.
All right. I think we talked about enough tonight. Anything else we want to cover in the last couple of minutes, boys?
No, I'm gonna rush out and buy some Bitcoin, man. I've got some
Sounds
Bitcoin
good.
to buy.
Sounds good. Well, Eli, thanks so much for jumping on, mate. Very much good to have you back in front of the screen.
Good to have Eli back as well. Yeah, I want to second that. Good to have you back, brother. It's always a good time with you here. And like I said to you in DMs, I think the space needs people like you. So I think we need to give Big Eli a big clap. Yay! The big guy's back.
Stop it. Stop it.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's, you know, a lot of it just comes from mental exhaustion and then honestly, just physical exhaustion. Even right now, like I'm still getting over being really sick, but part of it is I just don't want to be on the front of a stream if I have 3 hours of sleep, and it just kept happening. I'm okay, well, I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to like whatever. And also, you know, nobody wants to hear me keep talking about abstract. And it's hard to find that pivot without having actual knowledge about other areas. Like I'm not going to make a stream and then just sit here and just talk about Bitcoin. Like I'm some Bitcoin guy. Like I know TA, right? Like I know every inner working. So a lot of it just comes down to me figuring out what I want to try and do and expand. And it's been a long time coming of me even needing to open outside of abstract at this point, which that is definitely the goal. I think I've saturated abstract as much as I can. I'm going to obviously keep creating on abstract, but now it's time to test new forms of content, new areas as well. So I'll be around. Like tomorrow, I'm interviewing the Clanosaurs team, the founder and stuff like that, which is like, you know, it's a step. And then I think I'm going to talk to the Docker founder as well. So it's just trying to slowly make content and find what's fun for me and where I can actually serve a purpose.
Do what you love. Chat to the people you want to speak to, and it'll come out in the show, I think.
Well said. All right, Craig, wrap us up today, mate. Wrap us up before you bounce.
All right, big shout out to, first of all, obviously, OKX Australia. Big shout out to you guys. If you want to do some spot trading, definitely go check them out if you're new or old. Very safe and secure, and they are giving away $75 of Bitcoin if you go and do some trading volume there. Obviously, big shout out to Yeet. As per normal, we'll be giving away some more money this week. We have got $1,000 in the cannon to give away, so we'll decide when to do that. So I think we're Greeny at about $45,000.
44.
We've tapped the 44. Would love to see 50. So get over there, guys. Links in the description there. Obviously, big shout out, as we said, to Eli for jumping on the show. Been too long since we've seen his smiling face. So great to have him here. Also, a big shout out to Greeny. Shout out to myself. And shout out to all the viewers who turned up even when the market fucking sucks. So hang in there, guys. We'll keep streaming to you guys. And big love to everyone. And thanks for your support, guys. We love to do this. So without you guys, the viewers, we'd have nothing. So thank you very much for showing up.
Have a lovely evening, Eli, and have a lovely day, Craig.
Thanks, guys. Ciao.
All right. Peace out, chat. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the new followers. We'll be back again live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's been great to hang out with you. All right. Peace out. Bye-bye.